So we're all set to go here. Will Carr deliver a British title for Scotland? In the past, Mullings has held junior belts like the WBC International and the pretty meaningless IBO title. This is for the beautiful Lonsdale belt. Mullings in the black trunks, the purple of Scotland's Brian Carr. Both of them are southpaws, and Mullings is known as a fast starter. Decent power, Mullings, particularly with his hooks. He's had some pretty quick finishes in his time, but Carr has never been on the floor yet in his whole career.
Well, you think this is where Mullings could do the best of his work if he can really try and surprise Carr, outwork him and bustle him out of this early in the fight. Carr is a good boxer, good technical, decent amateur, you know, who just got to try and settle in this fight.
Carr very compact, he gets those gloves up, blocks a lot of punches. And he really did give Michael Brodie a very, very good argument, a much better argument than many people thought he would, and that's a great left hand from Carr. The thing about Mullings when he fought Simon Ramoni was that he seemed to have problems with somebody who could give him a little bit of movement and was more the sweet boxing type, and Carr may fall into that kind of category. Oh, right hand getting through. Good start this by Carr.
That's a very good start from Carr. He's took the centre of the ring, he's pushing Mullings onto the back foot, and he's catching him with some good left hands.
Mullings, who's prepared with his 3 times a day training under Kevin Sanders in Peterborough. Mullings and he have been together for 3 fights now. This is the 3rd. The first was the Ramoni defeat.
And this is very sharp work from Carr. He's landing with good punches to head and body, and he's pushing Mullings around early.
Mullings has been unable to make the lightning fast start he might have been dreaming about. Good body shot, too, from Carr, who got in with the punch and then skipped away out of range. There's just a bit of a feeling with Mullings, too, that he's rather lost his way, but that's nice from him.
When his punches go there, Mullings, but Carr did manage to get the left hand up, catch a few of those. And again, the uppercut, Carr did manage to block.
Getting the body shot from Carr. Mullings just rather holding on there to Carr's arm. Carr's just psychologically taken the play away from Mullings a little in this opening round. He's refused to just exist. He's taken it to Mullings, and I think Carr won that opening stanza. We are at the North Bridge Centre in Halifax, Yorkshire tonight. The vacant British super bantamweight title, and Brian Carr from Scotland got off to a cracking start here.
He really did. 2 good left hands, which just had Mullings ducking out of the way and not really knowing what was coming next.
Second round, due to go 12, of course. This title has only ever been held by 2 people, Richie Wenton and Michael Brodie, who vacated this championship. He now has the European title. It's only been going since 1994 as a British belt at this 8 stone, 10 pound weight. Mullings in the black trunks. The purple of Brian Carr trying to do this for Scotland. We might even hear a few verses of Flower of Scotland from his fans, I think, if he does manage to do it. They've been waiting a long time now for a British champion. From Mullings, but how many of them are actually getting through? Not being blocked, it strikes me.
Yes, he's throwing them out. Not really good, clean ones. But I think they looked better than they actually were. Carr trying to keep the centre of the ring, trying to use his boxing skills behind that good southpaw jab.
Oh, great left hand. That got through all right from Carr. And just when he gets in close, he digs in these little rights in towards the ribs as well of Mullings, who just looks a little bemused by this early on. Mullings looking to rediscover that electric form he showed in that classic fight with Spencer Oliver a couple of years back. And he followed that later on, although he lost against Oliver, with some very good quick finishes, and he seemed to be going places. It's a bit better from Mullings.
If he's trying to pick it up, trying to get his punches off a little better, but Carr still keeps the centre of the ring, working behind his jab.
One or two people at the weigh-in last night felt that Carr just seemed a little bit down and not too fired up about it, and didn't give the impression that he fancied his chances too much, but that just may have been his way, judging by the way he's performing here.
Yeah, I think that's a little like his personality. I went to see him before the Brody fight, and he seemed very much the same, and on that occasion he put in a terrific performance.
There's just maybe some natural pessimism in there, I don't know, but he's certainly bright enough in here, and at the moment, early on here, he's outboxing Mullings a little. So Halifax we're in tonight for this British super bantamweight title fight, and a very good start by Brian Carr here against the more fancied Pat Mullings.
Yes, he looks strong, he's composed, he's getting the centre of the ring, and he's letting the shots go very well, good accuracy, and kick it to the punch.
Computer backs up our impression. Here's the third round. Purple of Brian Carr making his second bid to become British champion at this super bantamweight division. Mullings in his first British title fight. Good work from him there to the body. A long way to go yet. And one problem for Carr is that he often cuts, as he did in the end in the Brody fight. It was quite close-ish at the time too. It happened in the 10th round and he couldn't go on, so they'll be very, very worried about that in the Carr corner. They just have to hope that somehow his face holds up all right. Having to box around the edge of the ropes and almost look for counters. It's Carr who's commanded the centre of the ring for the most part here.
Yes, and I think Mullings didn't really expect that. He said earlier on that he could box, but I think he was expecting to be the stronger and the bigger puncher of the two. But Carr looks nice and comfortable, nice and sharp, and certainly Mullings doesn't look any stronger than Carr, quite the contrary.
This is better from Mullings. Great body shots from him and showing a good repertoire. That was the best first yet from Mullings. Carr catches him though with a straight left, and it really warms up here in round 3.
Well, this is a good blend of styles, and you can see that both these men, this means an awful lot to each of them. They're both desperate for a good, convincing win.
Mullings, who feels that he's super fit after what he regards as some of his best preparation for a fight. But the proof of the pudding, as they say. Better round this for Mullings.
Yes, he's doing more Mullings now. He's thinking on his feet, just trying to get into range, quickly out, and then back in again. Just trying maybe to fluster Carr.
Lovely looking right into the ribcage area from Carr, who's not any kind of puncher. He's only ever had 4 knockout victories in 17 wins in his career.
And this is a good round, the success going to and fro.
Huge week of international football. We start on Tuesday and also on Wednesday night on Sky Sports, England against the world champions France. We have 3 live games. Tuesday night from 6, the under-18s, followed at 8 on Tuesday night by the under-21 international, and on Wednesday night from 8 o'clock, the full international, England versus France, live from Wembley. International football Tuesday and Wednesday night, Sky Sports 2. And here tonight, British super bantamweight title.
4th round, black trunks, Pat Mullings from Harrow. The purple, Brian Carr, Moodiesburn, Scotland. 2 southpaws and plenty of good action here already. Absorbing fight, as we thought it probably would be, knowing the blend of styles. Don't ask me why a North London fighter is fighting a Scottish fighter in Halifax. I suppose it is roughly halfway between the two. But on that basis, Lennox Lewis would be fighting Evander Holyfield in Greenland. Good little shot from Carr, the right. Birmingham referee Terry O'Connor not having to do too much.
Well, there's good work in here from long range, and also when they get close, they're working well with the infighting.
It'd be very hard to stop Carr. He's never been genuinely stopped, only on that cut by Brody, and he's never been on the floor, so this could go down to really who's got the better boxing skills.
Left hand from Mullings there, just behind the jab, and then come through with a good left.
This is good, the body shots from Mullings. He's beginning to contest things on a rather more even keel now.
Yes, he's letting them go to the body. I'm not sure they were that good scoring, because Carr's still getting his elbows in, but this is good action.
Boiling up very nicely.
It's interesting now when they do come close, when they do try and push free, Carr is the one who gets the better of it and always manages to push Mullings back.
This is a steady, kind of consistent work rate about Carr. Mullings tending to box in cameos like that, but a very impressive combination from him there.
Yes, that was a good combination. Just stung Carr with a couple of nice shots, nice barrage there.
That's good work from Carr. 2 body shots, and then the right hook. Close-ish round, and quite a hard one to score, but let's see what Pat Mullings' old adversary Spencer Oliver is making of things. He's with Adam Smith.
Well, Spencer, a sound start from Brian Carr, taking control of the ring, but Mullings' combinations are starting to work now, aren't they?
Yeah, he's starting to get into it a little bit more now, but at the moment he's allowing Brian to take the centre of the ring, and Brian's doing what he should be doing, which is sticking tight to Patrick, and he's tucking up. When Patrick opens up, he's tucking up tight, and then he's coming back at him, and he's just outworking Patrick at the moment. So he looked like he was livening up towards the end of that round, and that's what he's got to do. He's got to start letting his combinations go more, and he's got to be first off with the shots as well. At the moment, he's allowing Brian to dictate the pace of the fight, and his hands are too low as well. He's got to tuck up a little bit tighter.
So, who do you think?
At the moment, Brian Carr.
Thanks a lot.
Interesting to hear from Spencer Oliver, who's a pretty shrewd judge of what goes on in the ring, and still absolutely absorbed by events in his old division. Black trunks, remember, Pat Mullings. Purple, Brian Carr. What do you think so far, Glenn?
Well, it's a very good fight. I got Carr the first two. Mullings coming more into it as the fight's gone. I just had him edging the last round just for his better work early in the round. But it is a good contest and lots of skills in there.
Mullings getting closer and stepped up his own work rate. Really desperately needs the win for the bigger picture of his career, Mullings. But you could say the same about Carr too, who you would say really was a deserving case for a British title.
Yes, they've got their heads in close there. I don't think that really suits Carr too much. He's the one that damages more with cuts. He could do with just trying to keep his head out of harm's way.
Gash on the forehead for Carr.
Yeah, I think it's more of a little scrape, Ian.
Yeah. Nothing very serious, that's for certain. Not yet, anyway.
There's a nice long uppercut type punch from Mullings, which worked well.
Mullings enjoying this closer quarter action too, but Carr got in with a little uppercut as well. Looking strong, Brian Carr. Boxed in the 1992 Olympic Games, was an ABA champion 9 years ago, but Mullings too, also the holder of an ABA crown. He was also in another final where he was stopped for a couple of rounds by Paul Lloyd, the European bantamweight champion. That's a good left hand from Carr, and Mullings just forced back against the ropes with that one. Seemed to catch him pretty flush.
Carr being drawn into a close quarter fight. You would think with his boxing skills he'd want to keep it long and rangy. He had success early with that long left hand, but just maybe starting to step a little bit into Mullings' type of fight.
Covering that well though, Carr. I think nearly all of them hit the gloves. Tough round to score this. Hard to see what's really landing as they work away on the inside like that. Welcome back. These rounds getting very tight now, and certainly open to different interpretations. Carr has landed more punches in the fight so far. I've got him a couple of rounds ahead. What about you, Glenn?
Well, I'm scoring it different from you. I've got it level. I think they're both having success. It's toing and throwing a little bit in there, and the rounds are very close. And I've got it now with Mullings pulling back the last two in dead level.
Carr, who's married with a 7-year-old son, and does a bit of training too for the sports and leisure industry. Mullings with some good-looking shots there. Hooks to the body. Which of them can really take an important initiative in this battle?
Surprised Carr's not using more of his boxing ability behind the jab. He's quite content to be drawn in and try and match Mullings in close.
Just getting a little messy at times on the inside. Coming dangerously close together there. Again, Mullings can't find the target. He'll be frustrated about that at times. He's just moved through the gears and put together some dazzling combinations, but it's all been a bit sporadic from Mullings.
They're both missing quite a lot in this round. The work becoming more ragged. Mullings just trying to get some punches through the guard and open up the defences of Carr.
Stamina and desire are going to be big factors, you feel, in this one too, as the story evolves. Good little right hook to the head there from Mullings with his back to the ropes, but not a lot really getting through, I would venture to suggest, in this round. It's better from Mullings.
In close, they're punch for punch almost. Carr trying to push Mullings back, trying to force this fight.
Carr's uppercut looked a good one too. But this might be a very tight one that goes to the wire. Let's hear what Barry McGuigan is making of it.
No, it's very close. They still have Carr ahead. He's more consistent than Mullings. Mullings is just not pushing the fight enough. Carr's edging forward, bringing the fight to him all the time, and although there's sporadic bursts of punches that he looks good in, it's not consistent enough. He's got to up the tempo, he's got to take control of the fight, push Carr back, and he's got to vary his punches up and down and beat him to the jab, because at the moment Carr's out jabbing him, he's the better at long range, and in my opinion he's just creeping ahead and still ahead at this stage, although Mullings is coming back and there's a long way to go.
Thanks, Barry. Kevin Sanders there in the corner with Mick Williamson for Mullings tonight. Mullings was very hyperactive as a child. He went to a special school for hard-to-handle children in Devon, and he still has something of that ebullient nature about him. Very likeable fellow who sells cars from a forecourt in North London and says he could sell sand in the desert. He's probably right about that too, but can he win the British super bantamweight title?
Well, this is a good contest, and still very much poised for me. One has success, and then the other. That's how I've got it. I'm struggling in a few rounds to really separate them out of the fight. In general, at this point, I've got them dead level.
I still have it for Carr. Seventh round. Just a question of how Birmingham referee Terry O'Connor is interpreting things. Bookmakers made Mullings the 11-8 on favourite to win this morning.
A nice left hand from Carr there, still trying to push Mullings back, still strong.
Better work from Carr in this round. It's a good left from Mullings, but he's pushing Mullings back. He used to be a featherweight as an amateur, Carr, and Mullings was a bantam. Both super bantams now. Just wonder if Carr is naturally slightly the bigger man.
He does look at it. He looks physically stronger, and he looks, you know, he's just allowing to push Mullings back when they're in close.
Getting hard now. It's a test for Mullings. Will he be able to sustain the effort? Carr's definitely getting the better of the argument for me in this round.
Yes, he's doing more. Some good left hands, a couple of decent body punches. Mullings just looking tired, not getting his combinations off.
Mullings just giving the impression in this round that not dispirited, but beginning to wonder a little, because he came in full of confidence, but Carr's looked very, very strong and has got good level of technical ability, and he's durable too.
foot on the back foot right from the start, and Carr has never really allowed him to start dominating. And Carr definitely done more in this round, looking stronger.
Carr's round, I think.
I'm bored. I'm the chairman of the board. I'm a lengthy monologue. I'm living.
Welcome back, the face of Brian Carr. Is it going to be a famous night for Scotland here? There are the computer statistics for round 7. Carr, the better success, more landed, and they're just confirming the impression that he had won that round. Only a kind of unofficial guide. It doesn't count towards the scoring or anything like that, just to give you at home some kind of guidance. In case you're wondering who works the computers, we have experts who watch an awful lot of fights alongside us, doing exactly that job. Eighth round. Just wondering, with Mullings, it might be going through his mind, well, I've hit him with a lot of my best shots, and I can't move him at the moment, and I wonder whether that is beginning to make him think a little.
Yes, he seemed very confident before this fight that he was going to dominate. You know, he said he was 85% certain that he could stop him, 95% certain that he was going to win. Well, he just doesn't look as if he has that same sort of confidence at this point.
Yes, it always looks a bit different, doesn't it, 8 rounds in? This is when the talk beforehand counts for very little. It's where fighters have to really dig deep and find that inner belief and desire that every professional boxer needs. Mullings misses with his haymaking left hand. It's amazing to think that fight between Mullings and Spencer Oliver was only for a Southern area title. Bit of a waste, wasn't it?
What a terrific fight that was. But this isn't a bad one either. There's plenty of action in here. Got to be careful with those heads, especially Carr. They're coming closer and closer together. Heads on each other's shoulders, trying to work inside.
And Carr, remember, is cutthroat. In fact, I think about 3 of his first 5 fights he was cut in.
Nice body punch from Carr, and then switching with the right to the head. Both good, solid scoring shots.
Good body shot from Mullings, and again, Carr answers with a left hand. Maybe those body shots could provide a key for Mullings. A bit more accurate in this round, Mullings. Look at Carr pushing him back physically.
Yes, he is definitely the stronger of the two in there. And maybe just the difference that's separating them, the physical strength of Carr. But he's the boss in this round, just doing a little bit more of the work.
For a safer drive, the new generation Citroën Xantia Activa.
You have Brian Carr ahead after 4 rounds. 8 have gone. What do you think?
I still think he's a round or 2 in front. I think he's coming forward all the time. He's not allowing Mullings to get into any set pattern, and he's coming forward and he's just outworking Mullings at the moment.
What's Mullings got to do?
I think he opens up in short bursts and then he just goes into his shell, and I think he's just got to be a bit more busy. He looks very dangerous when he does open up, but he's just not doing it often enough for me, and he's a little bit too open as well, and he's just allowing Carr to outwork him at the moment.
Thanks, Spencer.
9th round. The general opinion seems to be that Carr is ahead in the fight at the moment, but no telling how the referee might be seeing it. Looks solid and consistent and has a strong look about him. Mullings, you feel, has to somehow have a really big round.
Yes, he's got to try and turn the tide of the fight. He's somehow just got to put Carr off balance, push him back, look really busy, or catch him with a big shot, something to try and make it look more as if it's going his way.
So far, no cuts for Carr, and that is a blessed relief for him. I don't know whether he's tried any of those tricks that Billy Schwer has, like treating his skin with vinegar or going on to special diets. So far, so good on that front. It would be a great shame if it was to happen to him again, because it's a kind of phony ending, isn't it, when you get a close fight decided on a cut stoppage. Good combination work from Carr there.
Yes, and Brian Carr's worked so hard throughout his career, both as amateur as professional, and you know, he'll want this desperately.
He won 4 Scottish ABA titles, Brian Carr.
He's still physically able to push Mullings back whenever they get in close.
Just denying Mullings the room to work as well. Well, the loser here, it might be a longish road back. It's often the way in boxing, the old Mickey Duff expression that the ladders are very short and the snake's extremely long. It's true.
Donald, punches your head. Right!
Mullings still trying to get those combinations working. They're not really getting the room to get the shots off.
Still that same impression, really. Carr just doing that little bit more.
Yes, just the sharper, physically stronger. I think Mullings upset now at him being pushed back.
Well, someone turned into a bit of a wrestling match there. Mullings almost suspended on the shoulder of Carr. Just a sign of frustration, that though, from Mullings. He just cannot seem to work cleanly. That was all part of Carr's plan, perhaps, here.
All right.
Wow.
That one's mine, that one's yours. Yeah.
Well, they'll be pretty pleased in the corner of Brian Carr, Willie Connolly and Dave Douglas. More punches landed by him by what, about, what's that, 28 different, according to the computer.
Yes, it's quite crude at times from Carr, but it's effective. That was one of his better combinations. Put straight through the middle, just showing some of his ability.
But maybe there's still time for Pat Mullings. It's the 10th round now. Only 3 to go. Mullings shoots a little glance. Somebody at ringside. I think Mullings does have trouble when he's in with people who are basically boxers and have got high level of technical skill. I think he prefers it with somebody who stands in front of him and, you know, they can have a bit of a war.
Well, I think he's been maybe taken by surprise with the strength of Brian Carr. He just hasn't, you know, he's been frustrated. He hasn't liked the fact that he hasn't been able to push Carr back and that he's been dominated inside. And I think that's the difference between the two here.
Carr looks physically the stronger man, and he keeps showing that by pushing Mullings back. Carr must sense now that he's close to the biggest night of his boxing life. But Mullings still may have a few more surprises for him yet.
Well, that was good from Mullings, a nice combination. and scoring punches, but this is where he's got to keep the work rate on. He needs to do that time and time again.
This is where all those hours of training pay off for a fighter. This late in the fight, look at them swapping the hooks there. Nothing messy about that.
No, I think Mullings probably got the better of that combination. He's really having to dig deep in this round, Patrick Mullings.
He's really trying to pull it out, but Carr's answering the questions being posed too. He's refusing to let Mullings back into it. It's a good effort, this, by Mullings. Combination punching, head and body from him.
And this is where Mullings has to answer back. He's had some good spells in this fight. He can't then again let Carr come back on top. He's got to come back with some good work, and he is.
He did. That was an uppercut, come hook from Mullings. Good accuracy from him under pressure. Good round. This lead 10. And there may be more drama to come yet in this contest for the British super bantamweight crown.
Steve Backley, British javelin champion, gives it his all. And when he's under the spotlight, there's no way he'll put up.
So come on, Glenn, how are you scoring it at the moment then?
Well, I've got Carr ahead by 2 points. I think Mullings just come back into it. I give him the last round. He was busy, Carr tried to dominate, but Mullings really fought hard and did more, but Carr still ahead on my card by 2 points.
I've got Carr ahead by 3. Here's round 11, and Mullings picks up where he left off. He's really beginning to put a spurt on here. There's a swelling over Carr's left eye, but not a cut. Tremendous spirit now from Mullings, who probably realises he needs to have a very big finish. But look at Carr here.
Well, this really is, at this stage in the fight, it's a test of wills.
They can both see the finishing tape now. It's a little over a round and a half away. That's a good hook from Mullings. And a right uppercut too, but look at Carr, comes back. Switched almost to lead with the left there for a moment, and rammed in a kind of left jab.
Well, Mullings really trying to raise his game in this round. He's trying to up the work rate, keep the combinations coming.
Carr's face looking a little more swollen. Nothing for him to really worry about though. There's no cut. Better this from Mullings. Carr's work rate just dropping off, and Mullings for the first time really able to exert a little pressure. Good right uppercut again. Pat Mullings doing his best work of the contest in the last couple of rounds.
This has been a big effort in this round and the last from Mullings. He's just tried to keep that work rate up for as much of the 3 minutes as he can.
Certainly could argue about some of the earlier rounds, or quite a few of them actually. So who's to tell how the ref's scoring this one? opponents coming dangerously close together. But Mullings, in this round, has stopped Carr from dominating, and the way that he was around the 7th, 8th, that kind of time. And I think Mullings probably won that round, probably. So a round to go, and possibly a dramatic finish and a tightish decision here.
Well, I think it's still all to fight for. Mullins obviously thinks so. He tried hard there. This is after some work from Carr, but Carr's work was scrappy. Mullins just had a better work rate. Whenever Carr came back, he just tried to throw those couple of extra shots to make him stand out as the winner of the round. But it's been a good and exciting fight. Every time's a little messy. I think it just shows how much these two want to win this British title.
Brian Carr goes up for the final round. Can Mullings continue with his biggish finish here? Mullings, the black trunks, remember, the purple of the Scot, Brian Carr. Carr 29 and Mullings 28. It's not the kind of stage of your career where you want to defeat in a big fight like this. Carr holding on. Carr looking to join a list of British champions from Scotland with people like Jim Watkin Buchanan, Gary Jacobs, Drew Doherty, Pat Clinton, Peter Keane and Benny Lynch on it. And looking to end a long, barren run for Scotland in British championship fights. But Mullings still with work to do here.
This could all still be very, very tight, all depending on this last round. Does either one have one last big effort?
From Mullings, and Carr just looking a little disorganised. They both will be pretty tired now. Mullings has definitely lifted the tempo and done his best boxing in the last 2-3 rounds of the contest, though he's not really dominating this round in the same way that he did maybe the 11.
That was a good left hand from Carr. This is still slightly messy. They're both trying to get free, get some punches off, but they're both tired of falling into each other.
No knockdown scored. They put on a pretty good exhibition, occasionally messy, but passionate commitment from both of them. They both want it so bad, and we'll soon know which one of them is going to get it from referee Terry O'Connor. For me, barring something dramatic now, I think Carr's done enough.
Yes, I think he has. This round's scrappy. It's going one way then the other. I think Carr, if he can hang on, this is a very even sort of round. If they can hang on, Carr could maybe just squeak it by a point.
Not a lot in this final round. We'll get the bell any moment, and a great right hand on the bell, and Mullings has got the decision. Mullings wins it. Wow. That is a bit of a stunner, I must say. Carr cannot believe it, and I don't think all of the Scottish boxing establishment can believe it. He is distraught, and I have to say, I think Brian Carr won that fight. I really do.
Well, I agree. I thought Brian Carr won. And to be honest, Ian, I just thought for an instant there was a look of surprise on Patrick Mullings as his hand was lifted. I don't think he quite expected that. Maybe it was just he didn't expect it so quickly, but he just looked a little look of shock.
Well, I'm struggling to work out how Terry O'Connor came to that conclusion, but there you go. Let's hear how close it was from our MC, Gary Logan.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 hard-fought rounds, referee Terry O'Connor scores the contest 115 points to 114 points in favour of the winner and new British super bantamweight champion, Patrick the Schoolboy Mullings.
Well, it's a big win for Mullings. There was 1 point in it, and Carr has left the ring in disgust. We'll be back to you in just a moment.